All good? Thank you.
All right, if you want a little more, it's up to you, whatever you think. I'll be ready. All right, Cole, day 2. Good morning, how are you?
Great, how are you?
Good.
I'm Alex.
Alex, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Morning. Tiffany, nice to meet you. Thanks for being here, front row. You're right by this rock star. What's up, man, how are you?
So you got black shirt.
It's a uniform, it's the wealth uniform, right? As soon as I'm done, I'm back in a t-shirt. Hi, Brett. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Glad to have you guys here. I am beyond excited to be here with you. Here's what's amazing. If this was in Phoenix, Arizona right now, in this room at 8:30 in the morning, there would be 5 people. Biggest agent population in any county in the country, 78,000 agents to sell 100,000 homes. That's why they say it's so competitive there. It's why the iBuyers, Zillow, all that stuff starts. But how about a round of applause for you guys for being here at 8:30 and already ready to go? That's impressive in itself. It's awesome. Really good book that I don't entirely agree with the principle, but I read some stuff that challenges my ideas. It's called Die with Zero. Die with Zero. And his point in that book is there's different points of your life that are better to experience certain things. I'll give you an example. Winter's probably one of them. Right? Like if I want to go play with my kids in the snow, that's not an activity I can do forever. Right? When I'm 70, I don't know if my son's going to want me slamming him in the snowbank at 40, right? Maybe he is, and I'm still going to do it and find out the answer to that, okay? But there's better times, right? So for me, I don't live in the snow. In Arizona, in the mountains, believe it or not, there is snow. So I don't get to see snow all the time, right? So when I'm up there, I've got 48 winters left in my life. So when it snows, what do? I'm out in it because I need that moment. Well, it's funny, but every time I do that exercise where I tell them you have so many days on the planet, you just see the whole room, but they get weird. But you know what everyone's number one takeaway is? Every class. When I was in the restroom yesterday and I could hear, they didn't know I was around the corner. They're like, I'm gonna start spending more time with my family, and that hit me, and that's all the takeaway, right? But it creates like why you're actually doing this stuff if we don't have a reason. So it gets a little weird, but you see people having that visceral reaction. But look at this. You got 300 people all working on wealth.
This number going to be higher then because there's the importance.
Oh yeah, yep. So you want 2 numbers here, right? So actually this number's great. You actually want you want these 2 numbers, but this is fine. So you're 4, okay?
Which is the total of the.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, and you're 6, so 4. Then there's gonna be plus the total of all the way through the yellows, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you'll have that 4 plus that plus this. All that will equal some percentage of that. Yep, you're doing it right.
I had a really good question is on the level of understanding, it's what do I want it to be? No, it's where are you at now? What's your current level of understanding of that area? What's your current level of execution? And it's your priorities. On a scale of 1 to no food, are you sure the people all have food?
Yes.
Like, are you positive that's happening?
Yes, they're bringing out more boxes as we speak.
And is clear some kind of,
Yeah.
okay. I just get worried that I just saw a lady sprint by with boxes of food, which indicates she had kind of a concerned look in her eye. She kind of did one of these, Cole. So I kind of like, hey, that's not a normal walk. That's a normal walk. Cole, big first day. Let's even think where we're at. We are in Kansas City, Cole, that's a fact. We are in Atlanta tomorrow. Ironically came through Atlanta to get to Kansas City to go back to Atlanta. That doesn't really make sense, Cole, but we're doing it. 350 people today. This energy of the room today, though, was awesome. So good.
What do you think is the best part of the back-to-back? Like what's been the most fun of it?
Oh, what I'm learning, well, because day 3 you learn, or day 2, I haven't delivered it in a shorter time. So like yesterday I was figuring out timing. Oh boy, look at this. What's going on here? You know, Sabrina, I don't do a lot of Diet Dr. Peppers, but
It's kind of my Kansas. It's my Kansas City. Ooh, a Diet Dew. I'm gonna be shot out of a cannon. All right, come in. Let's take our seats. Let's get started. All the marketing in the world today is built around getting you to do what? Buy stuff you really don't need. The example I use is that BMW i7. If you haven't seen the new BMW i7, it's one where there's a 32-inch TV in the sunroof in the back seat that actually rolls down and creates a theater experience in a car. Like, does that not, and it's got like lighting, it's like, that's the coolest thing I've ever heard of. So I went and looked at it with my kids, I'm like, this is cool. But because my kids, we talk about money all the time, I'm like, hey, what do you guys think? Salesman's right there. My son, my oldest, my 14-year-old has been like being talked to like this for all 14 years of his life. He's like, this thing's way overpriced. It's completely not worth this. The salesman's right there. And he's like, why do you say that? He's like, my dad's got a pretty decent car. It's too much money, we should go buy another asset. I was like, ooh, well done, right? Well done. So, thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day, go out, be wealthy. Thanks, guys.